Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, the basketball edition. As you have probably heard, there is a storm brewing and a brewing and a brewing. And of course, we're talking about the Seattle Storm of the WNBA. I did a video a few days ago in which I talked about the self-proclaimed gangster coach, Noelle Quinn, and the allegations that she has harassed and mishandled players, bullying, accusations, etc. And it just continues to unfold and unfold. It's on social media. Man, remember the day before social media when people actually had to look at one another and hash out things that way instead of getting on a public platform and just going at it, some cryptically, some rather blatantly. Remember those days? Remember those days? And remember the days when you could pretty much count on, okay, social media is here. And so children have to be guided so that they don't resort to social media to bully one another on social media. Children. Now we're talking about professional people, professional women who are hashing out stuff on social media. And so there's been stuff out there about the Seattle Storm and all that. Now, I want to draw your attention back to something I posted when people were saying, okay, the Indiana Fever is out of the playoffs, so we're done. And even people who got mad because, oh my goodness, Adrienne, I can't believe you are watching the WNBA playoffs. I think someone told me he was going to unsubscribe because I was somehow not loyal to Caitlyn Clark because I was watching and reporting on the playoffs. My goodness, some folks. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that alone. Y'all can see that for what it is right there. But in any case, I did a video around that time in which I said that the people in this league want people like myself and other people who are calling this stuff out, shining a light on this stuff. They want us to go away. They desperately want us to go away, I said. And I also said that's one of the reasons I'm not going anywhere. This league has more eyeballs than ever, has more of an opportunity than ever. And they have not shown themselves to be up to handling this moment. Now, all kind of stuff may have been going on throughout the 28 years, but who knew, right? Something tells me it's just worse now than it was. But there's always been issues whenever you're talking about players and coaches and stuff. I mean, those things happen. I don't know, this bullying and stuff from coaching staff and the alleged bullying, I should say, because, I can't pronounce a guilt trip on anybody. I don't know what happened. I do know it's a bad look. I'm just saying the alleged stuff that's going on, it's out there in the spotlight because there are more eyeballs that weren't on there before. So it's even worse. I mean, I remember back in the day, the rumors that Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper, there was a tension there. And so we kind of took that's the way it was, right? But it wasn't like social media, right? So everybody wasn't all on social media and they weren't dissing each other on social media. And it wasn't, hey, don't you lie about me and I won't tell the truth about you and all this stuff. But again, I had said then when people were like, I'm not watching any more of it. And I said, hey, if you don't want to watch during the playoffs because the Indiana Fever is not playing, totally get you, totally understand, follow your conscience. I said, but there are some people, myself included, as long as Caitlyn Clark is in the league, because she's the one who brought me back to the league, as long as she's in the league, God willing, I'm going to watch and I'm going to cover some stuff. Because they don't want us to be seeing some of this stuff. They want us to go away, have their little thing, do their little alleged bullying or whatever, and nobody be none the wiser. But let me just play back a little bit of what I said, and I'll put the link so you can see the whole thing in the description. I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be the safeguard, and I'm gonna call it out. And so for those of you who feel a certain conviction about not watching, even though you watched the nonsense when she was playing, you have every right to do that. But let me tell you this, They want you to go away because they don't want anybody calling them out on the nonsense. We will not go away. I won't. I respect whatever stance you take, but I'm telling you right now, they are more afraid of you than you realize. Hold their feet to the fire. Hold their feet to the fire if you can. If your conscience won't let you, that's all right. We got you. Some of us, we got you. All right. So again, I had nothing but love for those who said, I'm out. I'm not interested. But I'm also saying what I said before. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be the gatekeeper. And I'm going to be the safeguard, whatever you want to call it. And there are things that just need to be put out there. There was a time that nobody would have really noticed what we all saw this season with the bully ball, with the, no one's looking and you bust into them and knock them to the floor. Nobody would have known at all. The bickering, all of it. But and because of alternative media, such as myself, that people get to get a sneak peek of stuff because you cannot count on the mainstream media. And I've said this before, whether you're talking about politics or whether you're talking about sports, the establishment media, the mainstream media, they've got their hands in stuff and they have an agenda. And that's why more and more people are coming to podcasts, to YouTube, to people like me and other people they have learned to trust so that they can give information. And so I'm saying again, I'm not going anywhere. We've got our eye on what's going on with Seattle. We'll find out because right now there are all kinds of rumors. Bullying, harassment, Nneka Ogwumike not invited to team meetings because she can't be trusted because she just goes back and she tells Noel Quinn and the coaching staff. Those are rumors. Other rumors that Jewel Lloyd is upset because Noel Quinn minimized her minutes on the floor. And so she lost out on a deal, an opportunity to make money with Nike, all kind of stuff. Skylar Diggins' name in it as a bully, she's kind of known for being in stuff, all these things. But we're keeping an eye on it. We want to know what's up. Same thing same situation with Dearica Hamby. That whole thing with Becky Hammon. Stuff's going to come to the light. And in part because there are people who are willing to put the binoculars on and talk about it. It is what it is. And that's why we're here. So, like I said, if you don't feel like you can tune into this stuff, some of us will, and we will report it. At some point, this league is going to have to clean house. It is. At some point, it currently needs an overhaul. It really does. When you shine the light on stuff, things come out. Things have to get cleaned up or things fold. One or the other. Unless you're talking about the government. That's different. Oh, I better stop right there. All right. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. Thank you. Much appreciated. I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you a bunch.